India were here last June, and all of a sudden came this man, and we all learned to pronounce his name. We didn't have to wait very long because he bowled magnificently. Now here he comes against Kohli. Oh, it's gone straight away, Adam. It's called wide. It was that far. Keep an eye out on the speeds, though, with Mustafizur. Started 138.
I think he can and will surprise batsmen with his speed, and he mixes it up. The variation that we have seen him bowling in the past has been outstanding. The new sensation. But it's going to get harder and harder for him, not only in this format, because the people would have a closer look what he does, how he does it. So he needs to get better and better.
It's got a big rap from the opposition lead player. Virat Kohli talked him up a lot at a press conference. It includes the IPL, the CPL, the Bangladesh Premier League here as well. Oh, he's given him the chart straight away. Almost 6,000 games looked at in preparing those ratings. There's a Ram Slam in South Africa as well. It's really interesting. Oh, it's a wide, and Kohli's attacked him every time.
Looking to charge him, Virat Kohli, just not allowing him to settle down. A youngster, of course, quite early days for him in his career.
The thing about those T20 ratings, they won't get a single, is you can now reasonably well compare players. So you can look at where Virat Kohli is. Australia, India was 7th, came up to 1st. They'd lost to Sri Lanka, would have jacked down to 7th. That's because the sample size there is very small. Oh, he's put that in the gap for 2.
It's the bounce again. Just Kohli looking to get on the front foot. That ball bouncing a little bit more. He managed to get it into the gap, but again, the bounce on this pitch, very, very apparent. There you are, you could see that.
Yeah, the question just pops into my mind whether Mashrafi Murtaza, the captain of the Bangladesh team, is thinking to bring in a person at a short leg. The ball's quite moving.
Well. I just wonder if, because of all the attention around Mustafizur, whether they're trying to play to the pressure on Mustafizur and saying, right, let's attack you straight away and let's see how good you are. Or whether Virat Kohli thinks the start is a little too slow and they need to get enough runs on the board.
Well, he's tried quite a few times. It's not worked for him at the moment. He also needs to settle down a bit. Yes, you've tried to play a few shots. You've not made connections. Make sure you don't lose your wicket. I mean, that will be the key.
All gone. It's 19 for 1. Only 3 came of the over. If India score more than 160, they win 8 out of 10 matches. There's the other factor as well. And remember, this is not a rule. This is what has happened so far. And if they score more than 45, I think they already have. Well past that in the last 5. Oh, he's gone through the offside again. Gee, some player, this young man, Hardik Pandya. Just remember the name. I think you're going to hear a lot of it. Even Ravichandran Ashwin has got his eyes wide open in the dugout.
He loves that area, doesn't he? Anything just a shade wide outside the off stump, he's going to latch onto that very quickly, using that pace and that little bit of movement away from the right-hander from Mustafiz, and just throwing his bat at it. Beautiful shot.
I think the key is he's not committing to a shot. And because he's not committing to a shot, he's got a much wider range. So he can slog over mid-wicket, or he can squeeze the ball out through point, or carve the ball out through point. Now all kinds of field changes. Third man and point swap places. Now another man going out at deep point. You can only have 5 outside. So third man comes in, the fine leg comes inside the circle. Not often in a wonderful young career has Mustafizur Rahman been thrown into a situation like this. And it's going to test him. Reputations test a lot of people. Now it's just inside, the umpire says, well done.
It's a good comeback. Now you've got to give credit to the bowler because he knew the batsman was looking to play a big shot and he produces a dot delivery. Under the circumstances, very good indeed.
Yeah, Harsha, you're talking about the temperament, and he would be under pressure and producing something like that. You know, just the fine line between a wide and just inside that guideline. Good work from the young man.
Right, long on is inside the circle, so it's a bit of a giveaway on the line. Now he's missed two. So they figured out a way to bowl to him. Full and outside off. So just 5 from this over. It's a wonderful comeback for Mustafizur.
Yeah, I thought he just went a little bit too hard. Just look at that bat speed. Needed to just wait because he would be very, very disappointed. I'm sure he is, because there is an opportunity for him to score runs, and he's scoring run at will.
Right, can India produce a finishing kick here? 8 balls left. I think 170 will be in their horizon. Straight down the ground, long off, should be in play. They'll come back for 2. 7 of the over. They'll be sitting in that Indian dugout and saying, can you get a big one? They're sitting in that Bangladeshi dugout and all over Dhaka and here in Mirpur saying dot, dot.
Yeah, dot is what Mustafizur Rahman is hoping for, but I haven't seen too many of his cutters as such. Been not bowling that slow one, foxes the batsman.